I'm Frostfire1987 and I just lost 9 subscribers because YouTube is apparently purging everybody's accounts, which was kind of a bastard. Anyway, hacking. If you can read, you'll know what this video is about because that's what the title of the video will be. But I don't know what's going on, and I like to do these angry rants because, you know, it gives me an excuse to get, well, ranty after I've had a few beers and to see what other people's opinions are on this situation, and if anyone wants to make a video on this, I'd love to watch it too. Just what the fuck is all I can say. What the fuck is going on? Everyone, Boogie2998, Watch Mojo. I mean, I don't really give a shit about Watch Mojo. They're just a heartless corporation. But if that giant heartless corporation can be hacked, then anyone is fair game right now. And short of changing your password every day or every few hours, I don't know exactly what you're supposed to do. I mean, as far as I can tell, every YouTuber on the planet so far has been hacked. They've been staying away from the smaller guys. As far as I can tell, it's only been the giants, but still, what the fuck? Why can't these dickless little virgins use their powers for good? I mean, if I was a hacker and I generally had the skill and could hack into the Pentagon or, you know, fucking Greg's to get free pasties delivered, literally hack into anything, I would hack EA's funds, as an example, and, you know, you could rinse their bank accounts, put it into your own, you could give the money to indie devs, the really small ones that are really struggling but have great ideas and great games. You could give it to charities that actually need it, you know, not the British Heart Foundation and bloody the giant cancer charities. I mean, the smaller ones that don't get as much media attention and that are struggling for money. You could give it to do so many good things if you were a hacker and you used your evil twat powers for good. There's so many things you could do, and you could hack into scumbag people that you didn't like, that were, you know, generally assholes, and expose them. And, you know, you could hack into MPs that you didn't like, and, you know, I mean, you could upload a load of nudes of politicians. Not that you'd want to see Boris Johnson's Johnson, but you get my point. There's a lot of things you can do, and the amount of things they can hack, I mean, I definitely wouldn't spend all EA's money on cocaine and hookers. But they could use their powers for good, and they just don't. I'm coming from someone that doesn't understand it in the slightest, because I can only hazard a guess that a lot of the time they're virgins. They're either super skinny, they look like a popsicle stick or a lollipop stick if you're in the UK. I don't know why I suddenly used the yank term. Or they're so fat like their dicks are just distant memories. There's going to be a huge disconnect between them and like normal people, because I can only imagine they're not socially adept, and they're just kind of, they have no friends, there's no social life, they don't exactly go to parties, they're not, you know, generally like normal lads and lasses. I'm guessing they don't have much going on, because if all they can do is hack YouTubers, and then what they've been doing is saying to that person for a tweet or whatever, some normally social media, they'll say, "We're hacking your account to test your security, do you want it back?" And then that person or YouTuber, whoever, has to suck their dick and be like, "Oh, please, yes, okay, I get it, can I have my accounts back?" And then, you know, if they're in a good mood, they'll give it back to you. I mean, if you turned around and said, "Look, fuck off you gimp," that's it. I mean, they'll delete everything. They come across as really childish and sort of spiteful little bastards, and again, just don't understand it. Poodlecore and Lizard Squad seem to be the most prevalent at the minute. They're the ones that are getting the most attention. They're not the biggest. I'm aware there are like way more of these hacker clowns out there, but as far as I can tell, the main offenders seem to be Poodlecore and Lizard Squad. And I've literally seen them write this on social media, and there's been videos made about them. And when asked by many people, because they will be getting asked by people, "Why are you doing this?" their response is, and this is from across the board, a few of them have said this, quite simply, because we can. Not because we're social justice warriors and we want to bring down the establishment, yeah, fuck the man and all that crap. No, it's just because we can. I'm guessing they have a lot of time on their hands. I don't quite know. I'm guessing they don't. Like I say, I can only imagine they're sort of like golem looking creatures sat in a basement somewhere, like bashing away on the keyboard like an angry chimp because they've hacked some fucking celebrity and posted their nudes. I work a 40-hour week, okay, for shit money. I can only imagine that if I was a YouTuber and I was making content and it was my main source of income, well, my only source of income, it was my job, making YouTube videos. I mean, I can only dream that would be my idea of heaven, just being able to play video games and review games and get paid for it. That won't be happening anytime soon for me, but if it did and that was my job, all of a sudden some little fucking dickless cunts have sent me a message, we've hacked everything you own, your emails, your Twitter, your fucking Instagram, your YouTube, do you want it back? And you'd obviously, they've got you by the balls, what can you say? You can't run your mouth to them because they'll just be obnoxious little bastards and delete everything. That would be terrifying if that was your only source of income. That's your job they're playing with, that's your life, you wouldn't be able to pay the rent. But if they suddenly deleted all your channels and that's how you're paying the rent, can you imagine saying to your landlord, yeah, I got hacked by Poodlecore. Yeah, they're the ones with the 2 poodles with the top hats. Yeah, can't pay you the rent this month because I got hacked and the YouTube channel's down. That would be terrifying, that would be absolutely insane. I'd be so scared. I'm a big enough man to admit I'd be scared. Like, I genuinely would if that was my only source of income, the little bastards. I believe in treating others how you want to be treated yourself, okay? So you don't need to be a saint and some sort of Ned Flanders sort of complete clown, but then again you don't need to be a complete scumbag committing street robberies, nicking people's bastard cars and burgling people. You don't need to do that. If you can keep it somewhere in between, then you're golden. I think all you need to be is a half decent human being. So treat others how you want to be treated. I really hope in the future that some Nigerian prince just absolutely really needs some money to free up his millions back in his home country and scams them and their family, everyone they know, and leaves them with no savings, nothing, everything overdrawn, and rinses them. Because what goes around comes around, and I hope something horrible happens to them. I really do. I hope they get freaking scurvy and something falls off. But I'm going to leave it there. I've had my little rant. I'd love to hear what other people's points are on this, because to me I can't get my head around it, and they just come across to me as complete fucking weirdos that have nothing better to do than hack celebrities and YouTubers. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're going to make a video on it, let me know, I'll come watch it, and I'll see you again soon. See ya!